So, our next speaker today is a name synonymous with storytelling in the Marathi creative landscape. Mr. Sunil Barve is an acclaimed actor, producer, and theatre reviewist whose work across theatre, television, and cinema has shaped the Marathi performing arts industry for decades now. Through his dedication to the craft of storytelling, he continues to inspire audiences and nurture the spirit of theatre. So please join me in welcoming once again Mr. Sunil Barve on stage with a loud round of applause.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
No, not audible.
Yeah. So Kairos just happened to be because I was supposed to be the sixth speaker. But it's not what. It's not what.
Hello. Yeah. So I was saying, Kairos just happened to me because I was supposed to be the sixth speaker, but it seems the fifth speaker is running a bit late due to traffic. So I took this opportunity and I said, let me have a word before somebody else comes in. It's been quite some time I have spoken about such moments in my life. But it takes me back to 1985. How many of you were born? I don't know. So it's been nearly 40 years now that I began my career as an actor. I had just passed my 12th standard, and during the summer vacations, my sister forced me to do a summer camp for Little Theatre, and she forced me and she asked me to do this course of acting. Okay. And from there, actually, my life has really taken a complete good turn for me. Because I met Mr. Vinay Apte, my guru, and I did my first play, Aflatun, in the year 1985. I met him on 10th October. We rehearsed. He wanted a singer-actor basically. And again, because of my parents' persistence, I had learned a bit of vocals like singing, and I appeared for Gandharva Mahavidyalay's exams also. I have passed 3 of them. Don't doubt it, I have certificates, okay. And so I was taken to Vinay Apte by a friend of mine, Sanjay Shem Kalyani, and the great music director Anand Modak, Vinay Apte, Vikram Bhagwat were all sitting there, and I had to test myself. These days the audition word has just come up, but in our days it used to be tests and screen tests. So I was tested for my voice, and I was cast in the play Aflatun. And after that, from 10th October to 19th of December, when I first stepped on commercial stage for the first time at Shivaji Mandir at 7:30, I learned so many things about how a play is put up. Otherwise, I used to just go watch a play, maybe talk about the story, talk about the actors, and come home. But when I worked alongside Vinay Apte and many other friends of mine, actor friends, I learned that playmaking is not just about actors and the story, but it has many other factors which really put up the play. And that was actually very intriguing and very influencing me, in a way. And I felt I need to do this. And after that, we did about 87 shows of Aflatun, in which I was a singer. Well, I had learned a bit of classical before that, but in Aflatun, I had to sing a different kind of, a Western kind of songs. Like, for example, there was a song, तुला काय वाटतं चहाच्या कुणी हे सुखा सुखी करत तुला काय वाटतं चहाच्या कुणी हे सुखा सुखी करत ही साधी सुधी पोरं बिथरतात याला काहीच का कारण नसतं. So sounds like this, Otherwise I was just singing classical Lakshan Geet, Kalyan Geet and stuff like that. But that really opened some doors for me. I learned more about theatre. And then I did another play called Moruchi Maushi. And we did nearly 800 shows in 3 years. That was a super hit play during that time, when we used to perform 3 shows at one venue, all houseful. That again taught me the timing in comedy, which is very important. Post that, I would say I continuously did many other shows after that. Then there was a moment or a dilemma period in my life when I graduated, and I graduated as a BSc chemistry student, and I worked for US Vitamins as a medical representative. But I was not comfortable there. I did not like the job at all, because theatre was inviting me, theatre was attracting me. And I came back to theatre. At that particular time, I was young, I was in love, I wanted to get married. And being from a middle class family, my parents were saying you need to have a job to get married to someone. Anybody here who's in love? So please take these things, take them seriously, okay? Because for me, I was fortunate that after I pursued my acting career, it worked for me. But otherwise I had plans of working and doing theatre simultaneously. But then that is a thought which needs to be pondered on. Because I am lucky, I can't say that you need to just quit your job and do acting as a full-time career. Nevertheless, so I finished that. I was at the point when I had to decide whether I had to work somewhere or do theatre, and I decided to do theatre. I did films like Atma Vishwas with Sachin Pilgaonkar, which was a Silver Jubilee hit at that time. That was again a very opportune moment for me, because Sachin Pilgaonkar invited me. We did the 1000th show of Moruchi Maushi, and there I came across, I met him and I told him that I wish to do a film with him, and he invited me, and I was cast in the film Atma Vishwas. Even that film did well. After that I did a film called Lapanda, which is mostly people know it because of Teen Phulya, Teen Badam. So maybe your parents would have an idea, whoever is Marathi here, about this film, because that too was a hit. Traveling along, I was continuously busy doing theatre. I was doing TV serials. I called them TV serials because those days TV serials used to last for only 13 episodes. That is approximately 3 months. So I was doing TV serials on Doordarshan. I did a very innovative kind of a game show, Chalta Bolta, wherein I went all across Maharashtra and outside Maharashtra even, asking questions to people, and if 3 consecutive questions were answered properly, I used to give them a silver coin. So that program also did well. Then a moment in my life came when I was, not exactly bored, but I had some mistimings also, because I did a film called Tunnu Ki Tina way back in 1993. That was an NFDC production. I played the lead role in that film. I was looking up to the film. I had wanted to step into the Hindi film industry as well. And that film could have been an entry point for me. Unfortunately, that film was not released properly. There was no much publicity about that film. And only during election times, Doordarshan used to telecast them sometime in the midnight. Okay, so people who saw result का दिन होता था तभी वो फिल्म दिखती थी और लोग देखते थे और दूसरे दिन मुझे कहते थे अच्छा क्या सॉलिड फिल्म थी, एंड आई यूज्ड टू से क्या फ़ायदा, तो वक्त चला गया. Then again there was a film in 1996 which I did, a Hindi film in which I was again the protagonist, which was directed by Mahesh Manjrekar. That film also, we finished the film but the film didn't get released. So I was waiting for 2 years, sitting at home, saying no to offers, just because I dreamt that maybe when this film releases, I'll do something better in Hindi film industry. But even that didn't happen, unfortunately. But still, I learned something from this experience, and I took up dubbing as my profession again. So I was acting, I was dubbing for Hindi serials which were dubbed in Marathi, and there was this upcoming channel Alpha Marathi which was showing Hindi serials dubbed in Marathi. So I used to dub for these serials again. That again taught me or gave me many more lessons about acting. And after that, I have been continuously busy doing serials, doing plays, doing game shows. And in 2006 again, I had this opportune moment, or a very nice moment for me, which I wouldn't ever forget. That was Saregama, which was on Zee Marathi, Yuddha Taryanse, in which I got this opportunity to sing. And so people who watched theatre or watched my plays knew that I sing a bit. But because of Saregama, people across Maharashtra came to know about my singing abilities as well. And so after that, new shows, like people used to call me to sing in their events. And I got this opportunity to sing with many noted singers like Bela Shende also. I sung with Sunil, Bandodkar, Avdut Gupte. So all these big singers, and I used to share stage with. So that was again a very nice thing that happened. In 2009, we did. I was a radio jockey at World Space Satellite Radio, and we decided to interview Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar. Now, the first thought that came to my mind was, will I be able to approach her? But still, that was the moment when I decided, no, I need to try. If I try and if I don't succeed, that's okay. But if I just sit saying this won't happen, that's not good part for me. And so I approached through a friend of mine, Radha Mangeshkar, who's Didi's niece, and Nishita. They helped me get across to Lata Didi. And believe me, the great Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar agreed to give me an interview for World Space Satellite Radio. And there was one moment when I was sitting in the studio with headphones and Lata Didi's voice in my ears, and I was asking her questions. And that interview I had taken lasted for an hour or so. So imagine that moment when I could not think of anything else, but I felt so lucky for myself. I thanked my parents, I thanked God for this opportunity. So that was a moment. And after that, my confidence again resurfaced, and I felt I need to take this and do something else which I really feel from the bottom of my heart. And then I did a project called Herbarium, wherein I staged 5 plays from the history of Marathi Natak, and we performed only 25 shows of every play, and my director friends helped me choose these plays, and again, fortunately for me, it was very well supported by the Marathi audience, and all the shows, so 5 into 25, 125 shows, saw house full at the box office. Like there were queues, and people used to come one day before when the bookings used to open. That time all these online portals weren't there, so people had to go to the theatre and buy tickets. So we've seen watchmen and drivers coming the previous night and sleeping there at the box office in the morning, early morning, trying to get a ticket from the front row. So this happened at that time, and there used to be huge queues, and we used to distribute tea to people standing in the queue. So all these moments have really taught me a lot. The humility that maybe I have today is just because of the the gratitude that I have towards the audience, the Marathi audience, and I always feel I need to pay back, and I always feel that I should do something which will entertain this Marathi clan of mine and take them far and wide. There were many other opportunities again. If I start counting them, maybe if I start thinking about it, I might find few more moments in my life. But I guess we have a constraint of time, so I won't talk about it. But again, during COVID, I again decided to try something else, and I opened a shop. I took a franchisee of Chitare Bandhu Mithai Wale, and I opened a shop in Goregaon, and I run a shop now. So many people who come there are surprised to see me at the counter and selling them Chitare Bakarwadi and Chitare Mango Barfi. But I love it because I get to interact with so many people. I know more about myself. I know more about what they like, what they don't like. So that has really helped me a lot. And I'm still looking forward to doing something again very interesting for the Marathi audience and for people like you and for the younger generation, because I really feel that it's not only we that need to keep pursuing doing theatre, but the younger lot need to come and watch this rich culture in Marathi called Natak. And that is why I'll try and do something which will attract the younger audience as well to come to theatre. आणि काय बोललो, खूप वेळ बोललो. But I would just say, see, as an actor, I have always felt that I have given my best performance today. But in the field of art, I guess even if you must deliver the best on that particular day. But remember one thing, that you are just better than yesterday. Best is yet to come. Thank you so much for inviting me.